My name is Cara and I'm here at AO and I'm going to be showing you how to do defined curls using the Dyson Airwrap. So once you've finished washing your hair, it's always good to then go straight in with your product. So I like to use a mousse on my ends and then I go in with the Root Boost, personal preference, but I just like to get a bit more volume in my hair. So just a couple of pumps into your hand, rub it in, and if you start from ends up to mid-lengths, this is just gonna sort of give you a better hold and a bit more volume. And then obviously it's not necessary to use a Root Boost, but for me, I like to. Just make sure you get it right into your roots. Then I always like to give it a good comb through after. And then you want to be rough drying your hair because you don't want to be styling it from soaking wet because you're going to be there all day. And then I'm just going to go in now and give it a bit of a rough dry. Right, so I feel like this is about as dry as my hair needs to be. It's important to have it not too dry, otherwise it's not going to set very well. I'm going to go on and section my hair just to make it a bit easier to be able to work your way from the bottom to the top. Grab one section, then twist up, clip it up here with your crocodile clip. So it just makes it a lot neater to actually be able to get in there. And then repeat the other side. And then twist it up out the way. And then you're good to go with the wand. If you remove the first attachment, and then you're going to go in with your second attachment, which is your smaller style wand. So what you want to do when you're wrapping your hair around the wand, it's always good to angle it in and just sort of feed it round the wand rather than just sort of expecting your hair to catch on to the end of it. And then what I always do is just sort of gently go over the hair just to see when it's actually dry, so you're not spending too much time over drying it. Always best as well to recomb every section just before you're using. So what I always do is I just hold the top of the hair once I take the wand out and then just sort of jig it up and down, and then it's going to go into the position that wants to set in. So as you can see, this is me now with my defined curls using the Dyson Airwrap. What I always like to do after, because I don't ever want them to drop too much, is to make sure I use a hairspray to maintain the curls and keep the hold. Just make sure you sort of give it a good mist, not too close because you don't want to have too much build-up of the product and you want the curls to sort of be a little bit free. And there we go. That is my defined curls with the Dyson Airwrap.